Welcome. Honorable Chief Minister Stalin Anna and my dear younger sister Kanimori, all the women leaders of India who are on the stage, Mehbooba ji, a woman Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, we should really pay our respects to her, Priyanka ji, Supriya Sule ji, Dimple Yadav, Annie Raja, Leshi Singh, very, very outspoken Rakhi ji, Sushmita Dev ji, Sayogi Sahodral, all my Annas and all my Akkas, Neriya Akka, Neriya Anna. I am very proud to be here today on a very, very important occasion. Of course, today we are here to remember Kalanyar M. Karunanidhi. But today is a very important day in the history of our country. 14th October is the day that Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, to escape the tyranny of the caste system and Manusmriti, converted to Buddhism. Today is the day of his conversion. So I think that it's a very appropriate occasion for this meeting. Today we are honoring the life and struggles of Sri Karunanidhi, who was a crusader for social and cultural change before he even entered the arena of electoral politics. And even before independence, Tamil Nadu was home to the self-respect movement, to the Justice Party, which in those days challenged the unjust Varnashram Dharma system based on Manusmriti. And Periyar, of course, the great Periyar, was the leader of that movement. But while he spoke about social justice, Periyar never forgot to speak about women. He talked about the slavery of women, and he demanded that women should get equality not only in property but also inside the home and inside society also. And that was the struggle started in Tamil Nadu. Periyar was a leader of that struggle, and I'm very proud to say that Comrade Comrade P. Ramamurthy was also one of the leaders of that struggle. That is the struggle from which Karunanidhi ji emerged. He was a writer, he was a poet, he was a script writer, he was a great journalist, he was a great orator. And after 1965, when the big anti-Hindi agitation took place in Chennai, and I was a witness to that because I was a student in Chennai, and I'm happy to tell you, I was the only Hindi-speaking person who was also supporting that movement in Tamil Nadu. And it was that movement which changed the politics of Tamil Nadu, and the DMK, people like the Karunanidhi ji, they won not only the hearts and minds of the Tamil people, but also their votes. And very soon he became Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and he tried to translate the principles of the movement to which he belonged into government policy, which is not easy. He ensured equal property rights for women. He gave women in Tamil Nadu access to education, to jobs, and also to nutrition. Women are the most hungry people in our country, and hungry people cannot function. Today, India is 111 on the hunger list of our country in the reign of Narendra Modi. But governments like Tamil Nadu, left government of Kerala, have done a great service by trying to ensure that not a single woman and not a single child goes to sleep hungry. Their nutritional needs are taken care of. This is a great achievement. I would like to say that Karunanidhi ji, apart from the policies of his government, was always committed to social justice. He promoted self-respect marriages. He promoted rationalism, scientific thinking, and was constantly emphasizing that we must get rid of superstition and adopt scientific thinking. So many achievements are there. But I would like to say that we have to remember that social justice, gender justice, and economic justice are all intertwined with each other. One cannot be weakened if another one is promoted. All these battles have to be fought together, and only then will we be able to change our society. We have not yet succeeded in doing that. And today, actually, what we are witnessing is an onslaught by the Manuvadi forces against the struggle for progress, the struggle for justice, and the struggle for equality. We must understand who these people are who are ruling the country. Their mentors are the RSS, who in 1949 declared, we do not accept this constitution of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. The RSS declared that and said, we want to create a society based on Varnashram Dharma, based on Manusmriti. We will have a society based on that. And my dear sisters and brothers, for the last 9 years, that is what they have been doing. They have been trying to destroy the constitution, and they have been trying to replace it with Manuvadi laws and Manuvadi implementation of laws. And it is women who have suffered the most. It is women who are facing the worst kind of terror and oppression, especially in BJP-ruled states. What is happening there, I cannot even describe to you. In Uttar Pradesh alone, in 8 months, there have been 2,000 rapes and 2,000 murders. This is a record in India, in the biggest state ruled by the BJP. And they are trying to change many things they have done. But a very dangerous thing that they are doing is they are trying to introduce a Manuvadi system of delivery of justice. What they are doing is that now the punishment will depend on the religion and the caste of the criminal and the religion and the caste of the victim. So that is why we see that on Independence Day, 15th of August, Narendra Modi's state of Gujarat releases mass murderers and mass rapists who have destroyed Balkis Banu's family, who killed her 2 children and raped her mother, raped her sister-in-law, and killed the male members of her family. They were released on the 15th of August last year. We have seen that in Hathras in Uttar Pradesh, a Dalit girl who was gang raped, she was said to be a liar. The chief minister said she was a liar. When she died, her body was taken away by the police and burnt in the middle of the night. And the 4 people who were arrested, 3 of them have been released because they belong to the same caste as the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, and the judge says there was no rape. We are seeing that a wrestler, the chief of the wrestling federation, who has been accused by the Delhi police of being a continuous sexual offender, he is sitting in that new building of parliament, and the BJP party, the government, is not ready to take any action against him in spite of the struggle of the women wrestlers. We are seeing that after what happened in Manipur, which we have never seen in our country, that women were handed over by the police to a mob. They were stripped, they were gang raped, and our Chief Minister of Manipur and the Prime Minister of India, who are running a double-engine government, they did not have one word to say about the women and their suffering. And now after 5 months, those women are still crying for justice. Nobody is there to listen to them. This is what is happening in our country as far as women are concerned. And now, to try and get the women's votes, what does the BJP do? They pass the Women's Reservation Bill. It is now an act. But how do they pass it? Just like they give free gas cylinders. They give you three gas cylinders and then they say, now you go and buy one for 1,200 rupees. This is how they implement their policies. So, Women's Reservation Act has come. But when will it be implemented? Nobody knows. Theriyada. Araka theriyada. Nobody knows. When is this Women's Reservation Act going to come? 24? Illa. 29? Illa. After that, no. I want to tell you, brothers and sisters of Tamil Nadu, to get the Women's Reservation Act implemented, you have to throw out this BJP government, otherwise it will never be implemented. And now, I want to say in the end, that change is coming. There is no doubt about it, change is coming. We can feel the winds of change. And once again, not the BJP agenda, but the agenda of social justice, economic justice, gender justice, they are emerging to occupy center stage in this battle against the BJP. And here, the alternative policies of the left front government in Kerala, the strong Dravidian movement of Tamil Nadu, they are giving strength and inspiration to this movement so that we can all combine and defeat the BJP. I would only like to appeal to all my women, sisters over here, all the women over here, that yes, we are struggling for social justice, but we must remember, we must insist that social justice is not complete without gender justice, without justice for women. Social justice cannot be complete without economic justice, without justice for the poor and for the exploited workers and peasants of this country. The whole battle has to be fought together. Only then can we change the face of India. And definitely, Karunanidhi ji's memories will inspire us in this struggle. I want to end by saying, many of you remember that Karunanidhi ji was not only a poet and an administrator, he was also a great journalist. How can you forget his fiery articles in Murasoli, which created a storm in the state of Tamil Nadu? He was a great journalist. If he had been alive today, he would be very sad. He would be very sad to see that India is going to the bottom as far as press freedom is concerned. He would have been sad, but he would have been leading the struggle against what is happening to journalists and journalism in our country. He would have led the... I think Sonia ji has come. We can all welcome her and then I'll complete. So as I said, I am going to conclude by remembering Karunanidhi ji as a journalist, his articles in Murasoli, and today he would have been very sad to see the lack of freedom of the press, to see the condition of the media, and to see the way in which media persons are being attacked. But I am sure that if he was alive today, Karunanidhi ji would be leading the battle for those of our journalists who have been killed, who have been wounded, and for our friends of NewsClick who are being arrested on completely false charges. Karunanidhi ji would have been leading this battle. And so I would like to end by saying that in our struggles for a different future, for a future of equality and social justice and gender justice, we are certainly getting inspiration from Karunanidhi ji. His memory is inspiring us to struggle, and his memory will inspire us to win. Thank you all very much. Inqilab Zindabad.
Thank you, ma'am. மகளிர் உரிமை மாநாட்டிற்கு வருகை தந்துள்ள காங்கிரஸ் மூத்த தலைவர் திருமிகு அன்னை சோனியா காந்தி அவர்களை வருக வருக என உங்களின் பலத்த கரகோஷங்களுடன்